Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of Meaningless Debate, the show where we have topics and contestants that go head to head arguing meaningless debates. I'm your host, L.A. Hardy, and welcome to the show. This week we've got two great new guests for you. They're going to debate issues that are completely and utterly meaningless. But first, we're going to get into a quick thing. We want to let you know this is our week after Christmas show. We want to thank everybody for joining us for 2021. It's a brand new year. We got a brand new show. We're glad you're here to see us. Let's get right into it. Our first guest, she's been seen on the Red Booth with Kimberly Q, Stand and Deliver, The Manny, and on Midnight with Chris Hardwick. Please welcome Camilla Cleese to the show. Camilla, how are you?
I'm good. That was Cat though.
That was. We like
My
to throw the audience off and kind of mix them up a little bit
well,
because this is absolutely meaningless. Welcome to the show.
thank you for having me. I love arguing.
Excellent. I guess you're in Scottsdale, Arizona right now.
I am. Don't ask
What's
why.
going
Um,
What's going on in
but,
Scottsdale?
well, first of all, they have stand-up clubs open, which is amazing.
What?
Um, but I'm actually here doing a rewrite on a movie with someone that lives here. So
Awesome. Awesome. Well, welcome to the
yeah,
show. Glad to have you. Our second guest and next
thank you.
competitor has been seen on First Nations of Comedy Experience, The Real Rejects, Tasty, and she's the host of Villains of History. Put your hands together and welcome Kat Alvarado.
Hey, everybody.
What's up,
Thanks for
Kat?
having me. Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Good to have you. Where are you today?
I am in Los Angeles, over in the Valley. Ooh.
Valley girl. All right. Way to
hmm
go. Glad to have you. Well, cool. Glad to have you guys both here together. In case you don't know the rules or what's going on, let me give you a little synopsis of how this works. Basically, we've got questions that are sent in by our viewers. They're going to ask you questions about different kinds of things that we find completely and utterly meaningless, and we want you guys to debate those topics. We're going to have one go first, one goes second, and then we're going to find a winner at the end. Glad to have both of you. Let's get the show started. We flipped a coin before the show started. Kat, you won. You're going to get to go first. Let's see what our first topic is going to be for today. Let's
Oh
see.
my God.
I'm happy.
That one is hella meaningless. Okay. How long do I have? Just for this one?
You
Definitely
have as
Pierce
long as it
Brosnan.
takes for you to make your point.
Pierce Brosnan. Why? He was the only one I ever watched. I am a 90s baby and a millennial. I don't care about anything that happened before I was born. Therefore, it's Pierce Brosnan. End of story. No one else exists.
Pierce Brosnan. Well, Kat
Well,
has a pretty strong opinion about that. What do you think, Camilla?
it's really hard to disagree with that because my dad was in the ones with Pierce Brosnan, and then they fired him. So I guess not the Pierce Brosnan's ones because they fired him. But I would say otherwise the one with Timothy Dalton because he's the worst Bond supposedly, and my mom dated him.
Your mom dated him. I guess that
She
wasn't a
did.
good connection. But I think this one, we're going to go ahead and give this one to Kat. She had a pretty compelling argument. Although, Camilla, I do like the idea that your mom dated a Bond man. So let's get to our next question and see if we can come up with another winner.
Does it
Does
bother
it
you?
bother you when people drive the speed limit in the left lane from Jacksonville? I'm having trouble seeing the screen. Daniel from Jacksonville wants to know, does it bother you when people drive the speed limit in the left lane? Camilla, let us know.
Fuck yes, it does. Sorry, it's PG-13. Heck yes, it does. Cat has
That's it,
driven
but
with me
why?
before. Because the left lane is for going fast when you have to go places, and especially in LA where we live, everyone's on their phone not paying attention. Like I've literally seen a girl taking a selfie while driving in the left lane. Uh, it
Wow.
wasn't Cat, for the record. Yeah. Well, it's good for natural selection, so
True,
that's
true.
the way
We'll
I
weed
think
them
of it.
out. We will weed them out. Camilla, compelling argument. Kat, why don't people in the left lane bother you? driving slow?
Okay, here's why. Because usually I'm the one who's going kind of slow in the left lane, but let me define slow.
True.
Slow is with the pace of traffic, right? I'm going, let's say 72 miles an hour. Everyone else is going 72 miles an hour. Then some guy starts tailgating me, flashing his lights like an asshole right on my, sorry, PG-13, right there behind me. Or if he wants to go 90 miles an hour, screw you, jerk. I'm going to go 72 with the rest of traffic and be safe. The end. And go have fun getting your speeding ticket, a-hole.
I like it.
Me?
Cat Alvarado tackling the tough issues once again. I'm going to have to give you the win on that one, too, because those were two very compelling arguments. Camilla, we're going to get you back in the game because we got some questions that our people really want to know the answers to, and we're going to get this debate going. What's our next topic, guys? Hazel from Hollywood, Florida wants to know, should you bite or lick an ice cream cone, Cat?
Oh my God, what kind of a monster bites an ice cream cone? Wait, I have to ask clarification. Are we talking about the cone or the cream? I'm going to go with the cream. Why would you bite the cream? It hurts the teeth. Ow, you lick. Always lick. Why? You get to savor it. You get to take more time eating the flavor, understand the textures, the nuances, the layers. Have a moment where you're just experiencing mindfulness while you eat it, not like chomping down on it like some kind of a, I don't know, farm animal?
Camilla, Kat says she doesn't want to be a biter. Why are you? She wants to be a licker. Why are you a biter?
I know. She does. I mean, I guess I'm a monster according to Kat. I would say if I hadn't quit ice cream, I would bite.
Nice.
Because I'm an animal, a wild animal, according to Kat.
Camilla, Cleese, I'm going to give you the win on that one because I like wild animals, and I think sometimes you just got to put your teeth and sink your teeth right into what you're trying to get with that ice cream. We got a 2-1 game going so far, a good one. Keep sending in those questions, guys. When you guys stump our panel, it makes for a much more livelier debate and discussion. Go ahead, send in some more topics. Keep it lively for our guests. We have Cat Alvarado. We have Camilla Cleese. We are Meaningless Debate. I'm L.A. Hardy. Let's get back to our next topic. William Broadway wants to know, what is worse, Cat? Getting divorced at 21 or for your dad's girlfriend?
Oh, man.
This person must know us, right?
I know, right? This is interesting.
Cat, I believe you're up first.
I am. You know what? I would say getting divorced at 21. Why? Because I don't believe in love anymore. You guys, nothing can fix that. I am broken inside forever. The end. That's my point.
Really? You don't care to explain any further on that?
Come on.
I mean, does it need more explanation? Like my
She's gonna
parents.
go for the divorce at 21. We'll leave it right there. Camilla, what's your answer?
Well, am I not allowed to talk about your history, Kat?
Well, let's get into it.
Well, I thought you were 21. No?
Right now, no.
No, well, you look 21 because you're beautiful. But didn't you have an early one? No?
Yeah, no, that was me. That's what I was referring to myself.
Oh, okay. I don't know if the audience all knew.
So what's your answer? Yeah. Camilla, what do you think?
Oh, my answer is getting mistaken for my dad's girlfriend, well, now wife, because it happens all the time. Because she's 6 foot and blonde like me. And I don't know what's more traumatizing, the fact that they think I'm 40 or the fact they think I'm banging my dad. But it's not cool.
I'm going to go ahead with Camilla on that one because I like the idea of the hot stepmom that's hanging out with you. There's just something about that just really does it for me. 21, that's a little early for me anyway, but Kat, you do you. That's all I'm going to say on that. We got a good game going.
She does.
Thank you guys for watching. This is Meaningless Debate. Let's get back into it. Who's got our next question for us? Carrie Lynn wants to know, does size really matter, Camilla?
To a
Does
point.
size really matter?
It depends whether I'm being nice or not, I suppose. It does to a point. I mean, I think if you're super attracted to a person, then it doesn't, unless we're talking about like height, in which case it matters because I'm tall and that's more awesome.
Well, she was pretty, wide open with that idea. She didn't really specify
Yeah.
what she was talking about with size. So I'm going to let you guys kind of go out on a limb with that. If you want to talk about whatever size you want, height, weight, whatever, that's on you. But does size really matter, Camilla? What do you think?
I think you meant cat.
Oh, me? Okay.
No, I meant Camilla. I was trying to make sure I got your answer correct. You're saying it does matter?
Oh, I'm going to go with yes.
She's going to go with yes. Kat, what do you think?
In all categories.
Yes, in all categories. Okay, well then I have to go with no. Because it's meaningless debate. We have to debate this. So I'm gonna say no. Size doesn't matter in any category. You know why? Because personality. It's about what's on the inside. First of all, it doesn't matter if the size is whatever it is. If they've got a good heart, right? If they're really crappy on the inside, then who cares? Let them be short. Like if they're crappy on the inside but tall, then they're useless. Wait, they need to be nice.
Eat cake. Let them eat cake.
Nice.
Cat likes little smokies.
Well, I'm kind of torn in the middle behind this one because I'm kind of leaning towards one, but I'm also leaning towards the other. I'm going to give Camilla the win on this one just because, let's be honest, guys, size actually does matter. It really does.
I know why you're saying that.
This is meaningless debate, so it really doesn't matter anyway. We're going to keep on playing, and we're glad you're there to watch. Thank you guys for hanging in with us. What's our next topic, guys? Isabel from Oakland, California. What? Oh, Isabel wants to know, when it comes to a TV, does size matter? Kat, what do you think?
Yes,
We're
absolutely.
talking about a TV.
I don't want to have to like squint my eyes. When I'm watching TV after work, I want to relax. I want to stand as far away from the TV as I need to and just enjoy myself. So yes, it matters.
Stand? Who stands to watch TV?
Does size matter on your TV, Camilla?
It depends how hot the actors are. If they're not hot, then it can be like I can watch on my phone. It's cool, you know. But if it were like Channing Tatum, I could watch him sleep for like an hour and a half on a big screen. That was creepy, wasn't it?
That was very creepy.
Not bad at all. I kind of like the angle of the way you went with that. Camilla, I'm going to give you the win on that one as well, basically because you explained why it really doesn't matter. And let's be honest, if you have something that's kind of mindless, you can watch almost anything on your phone if it's kind of mindless, right? Let's be honest. Mindless, we don't really care. But if it's something you really want to watch, you want that big screen, Camilla's going to get the win. We're going to keep on playing. Thank you guys for continuing to watch. We got two great guests, Kat Alvarado, Camilla Cleese. I'm L.A. Hardy. We got more meaningless debate. Stay tuned. What's our next topic, guys? Jalen from New York wants to know, who's the worst rapper of all time? Camilla, you're
like
up.
Christmas present?
Who's the worst rapper of all time?
Are we talking Christmas presents? Oh no. Okay.
No, I think it was performer.
The worst rapper of all time. That would have to go to that. What's the Meet Me Outside? Do you know who I'm talking about? The like 13-year-old Catch Me Outside. Catch Me Outside girl. I think must be the worst rapper of all time.
Okay, Catch Me Outside girl. Who do you have, Kat?
Anyone who rapped on the Cars for Kids commercials.
You win. I surrender.
I was about to say you got that one for sure. That's Kat Alvarado, hands down. Easiest win you'll ever get. I think we're 3-3 right now. We got a great game going. Want to thank you for watching. We got more to go. Just out of curiosity, what have you guys been doing during the pandemic? Have you been working? Have you gotten to do it much at all? Been doing any shows?
Did you ask if we've gotten to doing it any? Did I hear
No.
that?
That
No.
wasn't actually a debate question, but if you want to answer it, go right ahead.
Gosh, what have I been doing? Trying to be creative. The first half of the pandemic, I decided to wear wigs and create fun personalities and put funny characters on TikTok. And then I just got really burnt out and then did nothing. So there you go.
Wow.
That
All
was my
right,
pandemic.
cool. Nice. Well, everybody's been
Uh,
doing different things. I've had different people come on the shows. Some people have gotten some pretty interesting shows and have gotten back to doing some things. Like down here in Florida, they're actually opening up a lot of the clubs again, and we're going to see where that's going to take us because each municipality has their own rules for what they want to do and how they want to do it. So we'll see.
For
I'm
the record,
kind of
I
rolling
have
the
been
dice a
doing
little bit.
stand up
Camilla, what have you been
regularly.
up to? What's that?
Um,
I
yeah, she does a lot of Zoom shows. Like she's a total
Okay.
masochist. I think. No. So there are some great Zoom shows. I've done a few of those. I've been fortunate to have a lot of work writing wise. And then I've had some great conversations with my toaster. I tried to clean a shadow off the floor for like 10 minutes the other day. That was really smart. But now I'm in Scottsdale and they have clubs open here, so that's exciting. Just trying to work as much as I can,
No
and the
doubt.
gyms are open, which is even more exciting. So
Right on. Right on.
I wanna go
Well,
to
just
some-
wanted to hear what you guys have been doing because it's been interesting and everybody's answer has been different across the board with everybody we've talked to. But thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with the show, and we're going to have some more fun. Let's see what our next question is going to be. Kareem from the Bronx, New York, wants to know, ladies, what do you think? Facial hair or clean shaven? Kat, you're first.
I have strong feelings. Facial hair, always. Why? Most of you gentlemen don't have good jaw lines, and I don't want to know that. I want to pretend you're masculine. Come on now. Like, just do it. Just do it. Most of you don't have good faces. That's pretty much my argument. You're doing yourself a favor by covering up the lower half. The end.
I have a different take on it. I mean, I do appreciate that it's a great way to fake a jawline, like Kat said. Especially, I like when they trim just a line right here to make it look.
Oh, you mean like mine?
But no, you have a jawline. Don't be silly. Come on. But in general, like if it's someone that you're gonna make out with, I'm gonna go with their clean shaven is great, but there's an in between phase, which is like somewhere between shark skin, which is smooth one direction and will rip your face off in the other direction, and like a Brillo pad. And if I don't feel like getting microdermabrasion, I'd prefer clean shaven. But like, if it's long enough where it's a little softer and they condition, cool. Any big beards, like if it projects below your chin, I don't. It just seems like, how do you not have things in it? You know, like how are there not like little surprises? And I don't want to find them ever.
Nicely done. Well explained, but I'm going to give Kat the win because I'm rocking a little jawline beard today myself, so we're going to go with
That's
Daddy.
prejudice.
Kat's going to get the win. We're going with the jawline. We're going to go with facial hair on that one. We got a great game going. Let's see what the fans say and show us another question, guys. Rocky Redfield wants to know, wax, shave, or it's quarantine time? Camilla, you're up. Wax, shave, or it's quarantine time?
I just don't like body hair, so I'll go with like even quarantine time. I will shave my legs, even though it takes like an hour.
Okay. All right. She's tackling it. She's going to say quarantine time. Kat, what do you say?
I mean, wax all the way. Because, look, I don't like shaving. I have to keep doing it over and over and over again. So wax, and then it can just chill for a really long time. So it's kind of the perfect in between. It's really the Goldilocks of things to do with your body hair. But
could I have a rebuttal after this?
Sure.
Oh, my rebuttal is the problem with waxing is you have to let it grow back,
That's true.
and that's not ideal. You know,
Can
you
I be
you have
honest?
to time things out. But Kat is very good at scheduling, and I'm not. So there's that.
That's true.
All right. Kat, I'm going to have to give you the win, even though, Camilla, you did stick with the hairless theme the whole way through from the last question to this one. But I got to give Kat the win. That was a very compelling argument right there. And I'm really enjoying where you were coming from with that. Let's get to our next question.
Creepy.
Florio wants to know, what's your favorite Girl Scout cookie? Kat, what's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Oh, the one with the caramel and the coconut, and then the chocolate over it.
Samosas.
Samosas. Love those. They're delicious. Second favorite, the one with the lemonades. But samosas
What was the
are
first
great.
one called again?
Samosas.
Samosas. Okay.
Is that what they're called? That's
They're
also
like
a
donut shaped.
Yeah, they kind of look like the Keebler Elf ones, except for these are better because they've got caramel and coconut, and they're
Okay.
good.
Nicely done. Camilla, what's your favorite?
Fuck Girl Scout cookies. They asked me to depart from Girl Scouts, so I'm a little bit bitter. It was 20 years ago, but still, you know.
She's
No.
going to forfeit and give
That's
that
my
win
answer.
away.
No.
She's not even going to give us a good cookie to talk about. Kat, you're going to go up by 2 with that question. You had a perfect answer. Not only did you have one good Girl Scout cookie, you actually picked out 2. You picked 2.
Which is the hardest one that I could throw at the Girl Scouts? Is that? No.
Sherry Florio says samosas are her favorite too. Kat, we're going to give you the win on that one. Let's get to our next question. Only a few more, and we're going to pick a winner. We're going to see who is the top debater on this week's Meaningless Debate. Marcus from Athens, Georgia wants to know, what 2 comedians would you like to see paired in a buddy cop film? Camilla, what comics do you want to see paired in a buddy cop film?
Not Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell, because they're in every buddy cop film. That's a good question. I would go with, I think Craig Conant would be a very funny cop because he always seems stoned. And Aiden Park would be really funny as a cop. They'd be a funny combo, I feel like.
So what's your 2?
Well, maybe I should go with slightly more famous ones. Those guys are really funny, but they're not as well known, which might make it a little difficult for people that don't know the comedy scene really well. So I'm going to just go with me and Kat.
There you go.
Solid answer.
Kat. I like your choice. Kat, what do you say?
Okay, my answer is going to be Joe Rogan and Hannah Gadsby. Why? Because they couldn't be different. Right, like Joe Rogan would totally just hate Hannah Gadsby, and she would hate him, and so just put them together, and it would be beautiful magic.
Oh, that sounds so sweet. But I'm giving the win to Camilla because I think you and her would be an excellent buddy cop film. The 2 of you hanging out, and Camilla talking and hanging out with her mom and calling her mom, and she's a stepmom. That would be hilarious, all on the screen at the same time.
My mom's dead.
I said your stepmom. I said your stepmom.
Look, I love
okay.
boards. Camilla, I'm all
sorry,
about
like you. Yeah.
We can just.
Oh yeah, we could Ouija board her in, and she could do our dirty work, and then we could debate who was going to get out of the car.
Camilla,
let's write that
Cleese gets the
pilot,
win
Camilla.
on that question. Let's see. We only got time for a few more. What's our next question? Let's see who we can come up with a good winner. Mariah from Aurora, Illinois wants to know, what is the best food court at the mall?
Like
best food at the food
do you have
court
a
at the mall.
Okay, I'm assuming you don't have a mall with multiple food courts because that's not a thing here. So I'm gonna go with which food at the food court is the best one. I don't know if it's universal, but growing up, we had one of those Tommies at the food court at the mall. It was like fake Tommies where it wasn't like Tommy with a Y, it was like Tommy IE, which is like the Kirkland of Tommy burgers. And it was just they just had really good fries with like the perfect salt on them. It was just delicious chili burger. It was good, and I remember when I used to be able to eat that and not get fat Good times.
Where was Tommy's at?
At the Northridge Mall.
Northridge Mall, California is what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right on. Camilla, what's your favorite food at the food court? Who's got the best stuff for you?
I feel like I'm gonna win this because I've been to Aurora, Illinois. Actually, I don't know if either of you guys have performed at that club there, but I bombed harder than I ever have in my life. It's apparently kind of a religious town, and I opened with a joke. I'm not even gonna go there because if she's from Aurora, she may not like it. But because I lived in Chicago, I can like maybe be a little bit extra inside information and say Northbrook Court had a really good food what's it called, food court, but again, I'm trying to quit food, so
Trying to quit food.
well, since I moved to LA, it's like we just play the Hunger Games, you know.
It's true.
I like the answer. I like the way you're thinking. Cat Alvarado, you're going to get the win on that. And if we tally all the votes, what's that? It's clear, it's plain. The producers have said, Cat, you are this week's winner.
Can I
my
debate that?
Thank you so
Cat
much.
Alvarado takes home the prize, ladies and gentlemen. Put
She's
your
at
hands together.
home.
Cat Alvarado. Yes, thank you. We had a great time having you guys here on the show. Cat,
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming out. Camilla,
Thank you for
thanks
having
for
me.
bringing all 6 feet. Size does matter. We appreciate the love. Camilla, where can we find you? What do you got going on? Where can we find you online?
I will be at a house in Scottsdale mostly, but I'll be at House of Comedy on Wednesday, and I think it's Phoenix or Scottsdale, which I didn't realize were basically the same place. And if you check my Twitter or Instagram, I have a bunch of other shows I'm just still booking in the Arizona area before I go back to LA.
Awesome. We got you up on the screen. We got your FaceTime and your Instagram up. So hopefully the folks will check you out online as well. Kat, where can we find you? What do you got going on? Where can we find you online?
So definitely check out my podcast, Villains of History, especially if you're a history fan. I think you'll like that. You can find that wherever you listen to podcasts. If you want to see me do stand-up comedy, I'm not really traveling out of California right now, but I'm doing tons of Zoom shows. So follow me on Instagram at the Cat Alvarado, and I post all my Zoom shows to my stories. So go there, follow me on Twitter, or don't. Whatever you want, and check out my YouTube channel. It's all fun. So,
what's the best episode of your podcast, by the way? Just
oh my gosh, there's one we did on Harvey Weinstein. I had an amazing guest. Who was? Oh, it was Camilla.
That genius girl, right?
Yeah, and the episode is
I
called
love you.
You Too. Oh my gosh, me too. So you can find that.
This is why you guys should have been in the Buddy Cop movie. I hope it comes out real soon. Thank you guys for coming out and enjoying the show. Cat Alvarado, Camilla Cleese, you guys have been treated. Thank you guys for enjoying the show. And remember, don't argue with your friends over stupid, idiotic topics. Allow us to do it for you. We are Meaningless Debate. I'm your host, L.A. Hardy. Thank you guys for coming out and enjoying the show. Stay tuned for Comedy Doctors right after this, and you can see previous episodes of our show on YouTube and Facebook at Comedy Flow. I'm L.A. Hardy for Camilla, for Kat. We've had a great time. Hope you did too. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.